These are 10 cat mystery boxes, and inside are some of the biggest surprises imaginable. Good point, Ralph, there's only 9. See, Bella's ordered some of these herself, and she's still waiting for number 10 to arrive. But let's start anyway.
Number 1.
First is a really cool interactive toy that pulls a feather around a pulley system for the cats to chase.
It's all set up and good to go, so let's turn this on. Oh, there it goes. That's not very fast.
I quickly realised the problem. The rope wasn't taut enough, instead drooping on the floor. To fix it, I simply put some heavy books on top to weigh each pulley down.
Let's see if it works this time then. Fingers crossed. Oh yeah, that is way better.
Now I loved it, but will Ralph? Nope, he was terrified.
Ralph, don't you like it? Go on then.
I had to open the door for him to leave. Don't worry, he's fine. He's just not really himself at the moment. I think there's something on his mind. He really wants to play with Bella, not some machine. But sadly, she just doesn't want to play with him. A loud, scary mechanical noise, however? Yes, please. Bella loved it. She may be 16 years old, but this toy made her feel like a kitten again. And undoubtedly very dizzy. It was all fun and games until she knocked the book off.
Bella, let me fix it. I've just got to put this on there.
And then it was back to fun and games. This ended up being one of Bella's favourite things I've ever bought for her.
Number 2.
All that running around is exhausting, so I think Bella's gonna like this next one. She loves sleeping up against a warm radiator, but it makes me feel bad that she's just sat on the floor like a lemon. Well, this is a very special bed, complete with an inbuilt heating pad. I turned it on and plonked Bella inside, but predictably she immediately left. At least she knows it's there now. I'll check back later in the day. And when I did, I found one very cozy cat.
Ralph, so this is where you slunk off to? Good boy, Ralph. Do you like it? Is that nice and warm? Oh, that is toasty.
Later I tried putting her favourite toy in it, and she at least went and sat with it, even if she didn't fall asleep.
Number 3.
This one's a gift from Bella, and I literally have no idea what it means. It must be a secret cat language or something, because Ralph certainly seemed to like it. Very weird.
Number 4.
This is a floor-to-ceiling modular scratching post. The pieces can be arranged in any order, and simply screw onto each other, before the whole thing then gets tightened against the ceiling. It's by far the biggest scratching post Ralph and Bella have ever had. Frustratingly, I wasn't recording, but Ralph climbed straight to the top, and then straight back down again.
Is he going to do it in one? No, but that's still a very big jump.
Whilst Bella gave it a single sad headbutt, then lost interest completely.
I always get these things for the cats I think they're going to love. I mean, it's got a step, a glass bubble, a hammock bed and a cave. But you are very hard to please, aren't you, Bella?
Number 5.
I'm working on a really big project in my dining room for next year, and it requires a fish tank, so I thought I'd set it up early for Ralph and Bella. I'm just going to use robot fish for now though.
I haven't tried these yet, but they're meant to be really good. And I've even got a pair of turtles. Here we go then. That is so much better than I was expecting.
I released the rest of the robots, and was very impressed with how lifelike they were. Seriously, from a distance you wouldn't know they weren't real. They swam in all directions, including up and down, and I think they're definitely realistic enough to fool the cats. But by the time Bella discovered them, most of them weren't working anymore and she was thoroughly unimpressed, and Ralph didn't even bother getting out of bed.
There's only 2 left swimming, the rest are just huddled lifelessly on top. The turtles didn't even work at all.
Hopefully they'll like the real fish more next year.
Number 6.
The thing with mystery boxes is that their contents isn't always good. For the last few months, I've been on a mission to find the ugliest cat ornament in existence. It was actually very hard to find these. I think the really ugly ones just get thrown away rather than given to charity. But despite their unsightliness, Ralph seemed entirely unfazed. Some were truly nightmarish. I mean, look how grumpy they all are, except this guy who seems suspiciously happy. There were even a pair of teapots, one of which I used to make catnip tea a few months ago, which Ralph predictably refused to try. All that said, I do unironically love this plate, and so did Ralph when I fed him treats on it. I think I'll be keeping this one.
Number 7.
This one's another gift from Bella, who thought it might cheer Ralph up if there were some pictures of Tom around the house. In fact, I don't have pictures up of any of my cats, so I printed some of Reggie, Ralph and Tom, and Bella herself. Ralph and Tom were always a double act. They were inseparable, and it breaks my heart that we lost him so young. I think Ralph's lonely, and clearly misses having someone to play with, so it was a really lovely gesture from Bella.
Number 8.
Bella's getting old, and each night she either sleeps on the bed with me, or perches awkwardly on the bedside table. And while she can still jump, she's getting increasingly stiff and slow. Not that you'd know it from the way she plays with toys. Still, I thought I'd get her some stairs to help. And bold prediction, she's never gonna use them. As always, she was interested straight away, awarding them one of the quickest headbutts of approval she's ever given. She then continued to headbutt them for several minutes, before discovering the scratching post uprights. Bella then headbutted even more, then scratched even more, until she sat down satisfied, completely ignoring their main function as stairs. Then she did this.
Bella, you were supposed to use the stairs.
I came back a couple of hours later to find her sat on the bottom step, which was a promising start. But then she jumped to the bedside table and from there clambered to the bed. Oh Bella, maybe she's not as senile as I thought, but at least the bed's now future-proofed.
Number 9.
Number 9's a really fun one. A series of cat toys that join together to form a playground. There's something called a wellness centre, a scratching pad, a treat tower, a treat dig, and cat grass, plus track to connect it all and a ball that goes inside.
This is great, I especially love the ball. And I think I've got to put treats in here and here for the cats to get.
Ralph was first on the scene, but looked a little underwhelmed.
Okay, let's see what he thinks of the ball. Not very much, apparently.
He's not really one for toys, much preferring to play with other cats. I gave him some treats anyway, and he was on his way. Bella, however, is the opposite. She doesn't really like other cats and usually loves toys, but she didn't show much interest in the ball, didn't attempt to get the treats, and didn't pay any attention to the rest of it. Maybe it's all stuff intended for a kitten, and at Bella's age, she's tired of all this nonsense. It's made me feel sad seeing the cat so forlorn like this. I wish there was something I could...